Welcome to HTML5 Tags and Structural Elements. After watching this video, you will be able to list elements specific to HTML5, describe HTML5 structural elements, section, article, header, footer, figure, and figcaption, and explain the difference between navigation and grouping elements.
There are many HTML5 specific elements. The table shows some of them. Notice that the HTML5 element tags have intuitive names, such as audio, that is used to embed sound content, and canvas, that is used for graphical content. Not all of these element tags are covered in this video, so take a moment to read through the table. This table shows more HTML5 elements. The last tag in the table is the comments tag. Comments in HTML can assist the developer to explain what the code does. The browsers do not display these comments unless the viewer views the source. In a division-based layout, each part of a page that you want to format differently is separated into its own division. Think of the natural divisions into which you can divide the page that is shown here. These divisions might include the page title, a banner with selectable tabs, an area for the image, and further blocks for text and thumbnail images. The div tag was not introduced in HTML5, but is a good starting point for laying out a page or document. Then, you can use other HTML5 specific structural elements inside the div tag. Most HTML elements have a semantic meaning. In other words, the element describes either the function or the type of data that is contained within. For example, a P element is a paragraph that usually contains some text. In contrast, the div tag has no innate semantic meaning besides the logical grouping of the content. You can use these dedicated elements to mark up your website rather than using the generic div or span elements. An article defines a block of code that can be distinguished from the rest of the page. A section defines a logical separation in the document, such as the numbered chapters of an online manual. A header element is used to group the headers for a page. The footer defines the area at the bottom of the page. This code example shows some of the HTML5 structural elements. Here, the article element is used to create an online news report. The article includes a header. Within the article, the page is marked up into sections that have their own headers. The page also includes a footer element. The aside tag is used to provide additional information that is related to the main discussion. The aside tag lets you extract and display further content or go to additional resources without detracting from the main discussion. The figure tag defines a self-contained element that is referred to from the main content. The figure element can be used to embed graphics, images, or code sections. The figcaption tag defines the caption for the contents of the figure element. Websites typically have sections that are dedicated to navigational links that go to these sites or for moving between pages of a single application. In HTML5 syntax, these navigational links are placed inside a nav tag. The nav tag is a convenience tag for grouping navigational links in a web page. In this video, you learned tags provide control within an HTML5 document. Some tags provide structural elements. The div tag separates areas in a document into divisions, enabling you to apply different styles to different parts of a document. Dedicated elements like article, section, header, and footer are more specific than the generic div element. The aside, figure, and figcaption tags enable you to group content, and the nav tag enables you to group navigational links.